adelante. No importa, seguimos pa' adelante. No importa, seguimos pa' adelante.
I like to know.
Yeah.
I like to
In this
know.
lifetime, en esta vida,
I like to know.
this day, este día, whether we fall short, fall down, the most important part is for us to stand up and keep it moving. Vamos.
Underground heads, if you rock the grenade. Activists, rebels, punks, anarchists, teachers, students, alike in institutions.
You got students, you got people of color, you got immigrants or undocumented folks. Those folks have always been part of like a counterculture. You feel me? Like this culture of poverty, culture of what mainstream America tends to hide. So to me, look, there's Wall Street, there's Main Street, and then there's the alleys. Counterculture folks, dog, we're part of the alleys. We don't even belong on Main Street, fool. We're not even on Main Street. We're in the alleys. You feel me? We don't even get talked about.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, so that's counterculture. So this song is old, but still relevant, and that's why I decided to do a show, man. I mean, a video. Decided to do a video for this song, because it's gonna be an ongoing process and an ongoing struggle, you know? Right now we're in Boyle Heights, one of the communities who has continuously been affected by global capitalism. Some people may ask how or why. Well, you have an influx of immigrant communities coming here, from Jewish communities to Japanese communities to Mexican communities, right? All communities of color, specifically, or more specifically, the Japanese and Mexicans who came here against their will, to some extent. For Mexicanos, no, because we've been here. But for Japanese people, for example, but anyway, I mean, there's a whole history of Boyle Heights, but needless to say that it's a community who's consistently been struggling, who is on the margins of society, and who doesn't belong in Main Street. It belongs in the alleys. That's where I see we belong, you know what I mean? So we don't really get talked about or whatever. So like if you look out on the street, man, you got folks, everyday folks, doing the thing, surviving, man, going to work. This is where I come from. This is where my music comes from. There's plenty of communities like this all over the US. This song, Counterculture, is a representation of these folks, people who struggle and people who fight, not necessarily against the system directly, but their survival and their mere existence here in this society is a defiance, it's a defiance to the system. So that's what we're doing, man. It's crazy right now, man. Occupy Wall Street, occupy Los Angeles, occupy the United States. The United States of America, it's been a long time coming. And it's a beautiful thing when you see like unions and like students and everyday folks like coming out and supporting, man. Like there's plenty of things that we're against when it comes to each other's principles, values, and objectives. But there's one thing that we agree on, and that is that the 99% of the population is getting mistreated, and it's not fair that the 1% owns over 90% of the wealth. And so that's one thing that we can agree on. So the right wing, they can try to divide in any way they want, but they're not going to keep people from agreeing that the 1% shouldn't have all the wealth. You feel me? That's one of the scariest things I feel for like the system, is to have people who would normally be isolated from each other come together. There's nothing stronger than an old woman who is 87 years old who lost a home be able to relate to a young woman of color from Boyle Heights who can't go to school because of tuition hikes. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. So man, like exciting times right now, Maybe that's why I'm so hyped up on this fucking video. We'll make a right here on 4th Street. See everybody, dog. Everybody's out there just working, man, doing the thing. This is Roosevelt High School right here. It's one of the largest high schools in the nation. A dropout rate of, I believe, it's 60%. And one of the most populated schools in the United States. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
People don't even know, dog. They think, I think one of the problems is the United States thinks that the Mexican problem is equivalent to an undocumented problem and therefore particular to a certain demographic. What they fail to realize, I think, is that Mexicans belong to a history of struggle and a resistance with regards to people of color in the United States, and undocumented folks are no different than the influx of immigration that has happened when the Pilgrims first landed on Plymouth Rock. You know what I'm saying? We just look different and we speak a different language, Spanish, but also our native languages, because you have to remember that Mexicans and many other brown folks are indigenous peoples, you know? That's why we have color on our skin, fool. Fuck, what you think? Oh, yeah, man. So anyway, man, this is Olmeca signing off with Ragz the Bear on our little behind the scenes special edition slash explanation of song Counterculture. Came out on the album La Contracultura / Counterculture in 2009, 2010. Right now we're working on a new album. It's gonna be coming out pretty soon, and stay tuned for another video called The Browning of America. Oh shit. Word.
Get my grades up, show the hood. Anything is possible. Another grind, I know I could. And finish to make my people proud like I said I would. But even then I saw the struggle.